Hey guys, my name's Luke and I just wanted to share with you my setup on my 700E here for my GoPro camera. What I've got here is a 90-degree angle section of 50mm aluminium, and I've cut it off so that it slides in the front of the KDE Direct tray here. The GoPro camera just clicks into the mount like so. And then I slide it into the front of the helicopter. And then I put the strap on, which is just a bit of nitromethane fuel hose from an old nitro helicopter with cable ties on the end. And that just helps secure it a bit more because there is a bit of play in the tray itself, as you can see. There's not a lot of play there now, which is excellent. Now what I've done is, because I've got an aftermarket canopy for my helicopter, I've taken the stock one and cut out the nose. So there's a port for the GoPro to sit in there, and that way I can keep the canopy on there for visibility and high flying and that sort of thing. So you can see it's still, the GoPro's got a bit of range of movement in the front of the canopy there, and it sits quite snugly. I just cut these out using, cut the canopy out using canopy cutting scissors, which look like this, and then sealed up the frayed ends with using CA glue so that it doesn't part. Okay, this is a bit of a handy tip as to how I cut out the canopy, because it can be quite difficult to guess where to cut the hole to get a nice fit around the camera. So what I did was I set the camera up on a tripod next to the helicopter and took a picture with and without the camera, or without the canopy. So I did this, took a picture without the canopy, a picture with the canopy, and then I used Photoshop and I overlaid the images and changed the opacity of the image with the canopy so that I could see where the GoPro sits inside. And then I basically just drew a line with a whiteboard marker where I wanted to cut out, and then cut it out, and it turns out it fitted perfectly. So that's an easier way to go about it. I did take the helicopter out today and test it, and the video looks excellent, so I'll show you some of that now. I didn't seem to get that jello effect that a lot of guys on YouTube were getting, so check it out. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I must have the pitch curve set differently when I bumped it up to the next.
It went boof
It went
down
down.
on the ground. Got it on video, so in case it crashed. Get some flying gloves, lol. Oh, wasn't recording.